Hi, my name is Laura Baker. Thank you for joining us for What You Need to Know About Your Home Wireless Router. I represent the Wyoming CAN Committee, a grassroots group that wants to help Wyoming citizens become more cyber aware. These are just some of the organizations on the Wyoming CAN Committee that bring you this content. First, did you know that your home wireless router has more than one password you need to change when you set it up? Most home users don't know that routers out of the box have an administrative username and default password. This can be considered a backdoor into your home network if the password is not changed. This default password is common knowledge and published across the internet. After all, it comes with the box and is in the user manual. And it is also common knowledge how to connect to the wireless router. Note that there are over 2,000 brands and wireless routers listed in this one article that we found as an example. So how do you change the default password? While there are lots of brand names of wireless routers out there, every one of them has a way to change the default password. If you don't have the user manual that came in the box, it is easy to look up instructions on the manufacturer's website. In this case, I looked up TP-Link's website and found the documentation to change the password under the Advanced tab, then System Tools and Administration. Second, most people know that they need to password protect the wireless network that they create when they set up a new wireless router, but you could have more than one network, and you could use this to further secure your home. All wireless routers have at least one wireless network. For TP-Link's brand, you can see it pictured here. Remember to name the network and add a complex password. Another tip, it's a good idea to choose Hide SSID because this hides the type of router and the internet service provider that you're using. But did you see the guest network option on this brand of wireless router? While not all wireless routers allow you to set up a separate guest network, if you have this option, you should use it. This is a great place to put your less secure devices and computers, your phones, tablets, Xboxes, voice assistance products, Internet of Things devices, and kids' computers. It separates your work computers from your more internet risky devices and people. So here, with this brand of router, you can set up a guest network on 2 different wireless frequencies. But you know the best part? You can set a different password for the guest network so that the kids know their password and can share it with their friends, but are still separated from any computers with sensitive or work information on them. Third, did you know that your wireless router, just like your computer's operating system, also has software that runs on it? It is called firmware. Every wireless router has a way for you to check to see if the firmware needs to be updated. And quite often, you just need to click on the upgrade button or link in your router's user interface to see if your router is up to date. Because routers can get viruses too. In 2018, there was a pretty nasty router virus called VPN filter that tracked your keystrokes to steal your user credentials, like your online banking account username and password. Your computer's antivirus software did not see it because the virus wasn't installed on the computer. It was installed on the router. So we covered 3 tips today: why you should change the administrator password on your wireless router, why setting up a guest network is a good idea if your router allows for it, and checking to make sure your wireless router has the latest and greatest update. But what if you don't know how to do any of that? Google is your friend. Start with a search for your router's brand name and model number. Then make sure you only go to the manufacturer's website. If you get a bunch of features and marketing information, look for the manufacturer's support page. Note that the website has changed to netgear.com/support here. Which brings us to where you can access the user manual or download the firmware update. For articles in the news where data breaches were caused because of default user ID and passwords, or for more tips, check out these links. And here's some information on how to tell if your Wi-Fi has been hacked and what to do if it gets compromised. Thank you for attending the Cyber in a Box library program Brought to you by the Wyoming CAN Committee and your local library.